position, but he's forced away again. Now they move down the ladder, Fnatic.
Oh, there you go. That's an important one, especially considering that Simple went for an opportunity earlier and got shot in the face, and that's going to be a good pickup for NaVi. Whenever you're in a spot as a CTs, you can thin out the numbers before the push comes in. It's really good, and a reliable play for the Ts is often to get, at the very least, a guaranteed bomb plant, and that's on the B side. It's really easy to do. You can see they're already in the bomb train, but Flamey! Maybe it's not so guaranteed.
Oh my god.
That is so strong. No way on
towards the pop dog position. Will Crims assume it's empty? Flush not getting the 2D he wanted. And now NaVi can stabilize and take their map control. But Simple's got problems towards Ivy.
All the footsteps. And there's a good peek coming in from Draken. Starting to get worrisome now because no one's covering, I don't think, Pop Dog. As you can see, everyone has to 180. That's not what you want. And he'll be taken full advantage of. And all of a sudden, now the M4's been collected. It is desperation for NaVi to hold on to this round, but Flamey will offer up some resistance. And he has an opportunity to play off of Zeus, and oh my god, Exist coming in from the back with the bomb.
Yeah, but because Flamey didn't see him, NaVi don't know that the bomb is there. Or not that it matters. And two players who will very likely get ruined by these pistols. And now out they come. That's more damage done now. 3 heavily tagged players. Electronic in such a strong situation if his teammates can stay alive.
And there's one. Swapping out for a UMP coming back into the fray. And they are so incredibly weak. 3 players for Fnatic on very low health. Ready for the taking. But can NaVi finish him off? Zeus does have a good position on the bomb train, and they need to press onto that bomb train. Time is not their friend. Electronic now posing a threat from the flank. There is nowhere safe to plot. Zeus will show himself. Exists the only player with health, but he's got 13 seconds to find kills or to get away onto the bomb plant. And I don't know if it's going to happen. 7 seconds. Now NaVi know it is a matter of time. Exist has to go for it. It's the 1v1 and he wins the clutch. Massive 4K from the situation.
Simple playing around the bomb train. No one aggressively looking for information. Electronic's playing the off angle here on the Ivy position, and where JW is facing might be where the smoke would have otherwise gone down. Looking for a 2-man spray down, but there's a patient burst from Flusher for the second kill. Oh, Simple pulls a knife out, almost blocks himself. 16 seconds, down goes Simple. All of a sudden it's a 3 versus 1. Flamey by the Pop Dog position, it worked out for Fnatic.
This is so scary right now, because even though we're only 4 or 5 rounds in, Fnatic are in such a good place in the game and out of the game as well. From a Spirit's perspective, NaVi are not in a good place. They need a big round, a big performance, something to lift them. Because right now it's all about Fnatic. And Crims creeping around slowly, steps heard. Shots have been fired, shots have been heard. Electronic in the back, Flusher on the defense. Some kills coming in here for NaVi. These pistols doing some damage in the chaos around the trains, around the electric box, around the smokes. There's all sorts of obstacles here. Lots of 180s that need to be done for Fnatic, and they are not surviving these situations. But JW, if they are to survive the round, he has to be the one to make it happen, because Draken is too weak, and he's far back, and he's got the bomb as well. JW has a lot to do here.
Do they smoke connector and plant back trains? Because with only 2 of them, they're exposed to Pop Dog if they try to control Ivy and plant the bomb. So with the places that JW is clearing now, as back trains is the best, but the bomb is still miles away. 20 seconds and the bomb has to cross. What a great shot from Simple. Now you've got Flamey cutting off the rotation. He will hear Draken towards E-box and rotate through the pop. And Simple will finish off the job. Round number 2 for
utility or time or players to clear this. And Edwards deciding to stick around. 40 seconds, and Fnatic are already not where they need to be at this time to avoid potential issues. That is a big issue. That's an even bigger one. Great stuff from Edwards. Gets the AWP. He goes in for more, and he's going to get it. That's the bomb. That's got to be the round at this point. 25 seconds to go, and there's nothing Fnatic can do. That is a great passage of play from Edwards. And speaking of plays to lift the spirits of the team, that's got to be one of them.
Beautiful stuff.
To play with. Fnatic on a full buy. If Fnatic are to get back into this, they to break momentum now.
Oh, Simple target selection. Takes a head off, but that's an early pick for the tease as well. And you would argue that would advantage. That is advantage Fnatic. Zeus manages to get a very aggressive smoke, but he can't hold this position forever. And there's so much time on the clock for Fnatic that I still think this favors Fnatic.
Yeah, that's AWP is still out on Flamey though, so that's one advantage that NaVi can go to.
But look at JW. He heard Zeus run off. He understands that Zeus can't hold that position, and he's already just gone through it. And it's now smoked Zeus off Ivy, and is walking up Ivy.
But his teammates are moving away from Popdog at this point, which might be smart. There is Edward holding that position. This could be very interesting. We've got 50 seconds left in the rounds. Is just going to go for this. If the bomb is dropped in this position, that could be it. There's forward players here for NaVi. This push has to work. The flash goes in. Edward looking, oh, he's not quite sure exactly what he should do, but he still pulls out the gun in time. And both frags go the way of NaVi. 30 seconds left, and that bomb is very lost.
Despite JW's best efforts, it will be NaVi to take the round. 4 players surviving as well. It was a great example of game sentiment.
To pick. I think this round will be the same.
Slowly closing in, but Flamey knows. He knows the style of Fnatic. You never know what they're up to behind that smoke. Oh, okay, Flusher. Okay, 1 versus 2. 1 player in connector. He knows 1 is Ivy. Oh my God. That's one way to force the issue. And now there are plenty of weapons to collect. Does he get off the angle before Zeus peeks him? Yes, he does, but the bomb is still near Ivy. He has no idea where Zeus could be coming from. Now, is Zeus tempted to use some utility here? He's got a smoke grenade. That would concede his position. Now he's wondering what's going on as well. Still around that Ivy position. 17 seconds, though, and I think you might hear Flusher. And there it is, straight in the face. What a great performance, though, from Flusher. Ivy from Fnatic. They're smoking where they expect the CT to be, but Electronic is on the other side. And that's based on the time, and that's going to be a huge issue for NaVi. Counter flashes. He can find 2. He'll barely find 1. 3 versus 3 now with Simple on the site. 18 seconds, the clock really running down. That's a huge frag from Crims. Simple, does he engage? Does he play the clock? Goes for the flick, but Draken is there faster. And now Flamey is 1 versus 3. Bomb getting planted for Ivy, and there's cover.
They know exactly where he is. That's such a big problem. He's got to go down. Oh, the long channels, but that's a great connection. If only it could have been a frag, and Crims will finish him off. Position on the bomb site. And NaVi, that said, they only have 3 flashbangs. There's no counter utility, but Zeus, if he can get some kills here, that would be huge. Only 1, though.
2 plays. Slowly coming out of the high ground, but Simple's watching the cross. Always delivers a kill, Simple. Bomb getting planted default. 2 versus 4. Draken has a Molotov. There are no smokes here, but the numbers game may overwhelm before that Molotov can stop a defuse from coming in. Flusher stuck on the site. He can't really go wide. It's such a horrible position for him. Does he jump up eventually? Electronic crab walking, but he won't get the kill. Flusher, can he deliver a second one? He can! Looking for a third, but the trade is there. Draken will get picked off, and there is the round for NaVi. AWP is being dropped so they can pick up 2.
30 seconds now and still very little movement. JW on the angle towards Popdog. Oh, that could have been a catch, but it wasn't quite. Some damage, but they need frags. 25 seconds. Flashbang works. JW's out. Crims is out. 3 versus 3 now. 2 versus 3. The CTs is falling apart for them. It's up to Zeus here. And I don't know how Fnatic just did that, but they went firing on all cylinders. And there is no one there. JW only has a CZ. And he's waiting for his team to cause rotation to B, and that's when he's going to move. Let's see how that ends up playing out. Exist does get the entry that is required for Fnatic to move in. Another headshot coming in for Flusher. Now JW moves in the back lines as we see more presence from Fnatic, more forward in this yard, and that's what you have to do as a tease. But Simple looks to shoot their way out of this, but now the flank is activated. JW in on the flank with that CZ. Simple is about to get shot in the back of the head. So careful, and oh, is he going to bring out the knife? Oh, I can't believe you've done this. JW gets himself all 3 to close it down. 7-8. kit, but no HEs. Some teams like to get the HEs in case of this B play.
Oh my god, look at the sidewalk push from NaVi. 4 of the players are charging all the way through the B bomb site. They are not content with planting the bomb. They want the whole thing to themselves.
Oh, Simple gets denied though. GW wraps around the back. Oh, so many whiffs. Too many whiffs. And now it's a 2v2 with the bomb planted, ticking away. Draken and Flusher to respond for Fnatic. As they are close together as well, they can play off of one another, but this is hide and seek, and Flusher will find Electronic as Zeus now is the last man left in the clutch. He's been spotted, he gets the kill. Bomb still ticking away, is planted on the side.
On the side.
And Zeus, he's toying with his opponents, and he's about to throw the toy out the window because there's surely no time here for Draken to do anything. Zeus is playing this perfectly. There's no way to get to him. Draken that's all he can do to really escape or get a kill, and looks like he goes for the kill, but he is denied. Zeus with a great finish to that.
Ooh, he avoids the first one, but the second one will almost land in his mouth.
And there's one more. JW loves a bit of Mag 7, but he will be denied, as will Flusher. This is not a good start here for Fnatic in this round. No grenades left, really. There's the last smoke, tossed by Flusher, and an incendiary, solitary incendiary for Exist. And NaVi, after getting that pick, they decide to go B. This is a great way to finish a round like this.
Indeed, an added focus to the A side from Fnatic. Exist has to hold down the sidewalk position, but he's unable to do so. Gets the ticket instead. 5 versus 2. And what can Fnatic do in this situation? JW was the meat and the hot dog towards the pop dog position. He ate the grenade, had a play come down the ladder, but he got picked off from main, which is quite risque, but it worked perfectly for NaVi. Forced the rotation from Fnatic, and then NaVi capitalized towards B.
Crim's looking to survive, and Crim's is pretty good at surviving. Survival expert. Bear Grylls at Counter-Strike.
6 for 12, of course, in this game.
Shut up. Shefton. Shefton. Okay, so Crims will survive. Yeah, but they'll be threatening the 14 because...
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Words and stuff.
It's a good start from JW. There were plenty of grenades towards main at the beginning of this round for Fnatic, but again, it's the numbers game. Flusher, though, has the high ground now, and he can wait for the plant, but his team are getting cut to pieces in the meantime. He needs them alive and able to do more with this position, but there's only 2 NaVi players left. Simple's on the flank, but the bomb's been lost, and he doesn't get the frag. Flusher escapes. He's a sleuth, and he may have won the round for his team. Bish Bosh, more meat shots from the Deagle. Where did that round come from?
Well, James, it's, I guess...
2-man pilgrimage through the IV position. Draken lies in wait. Who has the superior angle, though? Apparently it's Simple.
And that's a big one. They've got control of IV now. That's going to destabilize the defense. They're going to have to all rotate their positions. They've left 1 man in B, and that's where the bomb's going now. And they're taking high positions on B. This is a terrible look for Fnatic right now, but perhaps they can find their way out. Flusher does help them, and Edward getting a pretty labored kill, but it works out nonetheless, and the bomb can go down safely. What do Fnatic do here? There's a 3v4 retake. There's players all over the shop. And Simple, he might... He hears nothing. JW might be able to get them in this one. Oh, he misses the shot. There is a chance after all.
That's the green light. If Simple wins that duel, the round is over. They all have kits, these CTs. They're slowly creeping in. Flusher goes down, and surely has to save now. Save won't even be allowed. Everybody eliminated. Fnatic's money is in the bin. Oh boy.
Apparent this round, the UMPs will be very effective. If the smokes are dropped in the A yard, you can play the close medium range with the UMPs, and they're incredibly good. So that's okay. Doesn't look as... Boy, it's not as bad as it looks, but maybe... If Flamey does more damage, it would be, but great trade coming in from Edward as he can now start to press the big red button, and the push comes in onto the A bomb site. And that is not a good spot for a UMP, though.
Draken and Exist are in a scenario where they can't do so much, but maybe that frag gives them hope. But Exist with a UMP, I mean, what can he really do from this range? He's got no one close to him. Desperately trying to show some leg in case anybody's in the pop dog. The UMP had its damage fall off nerfed, so this is going to be even harder than it used to be. Does he risk picking up the AK? Another frag, and we've got players on fire now. What is going on? 2 versus 1 all of a sudden. Simple versus Exist. He's picked up an AK Exist. He doesn't have a kit though. Is there one close to the site? Jumping around, Simple sees him and delivers the final kill and takes it to match point.
As a unit. Some close positions here with the pistols. That's denied by Exist. And Zeus knows he's got a passage clear with that frag. Flusher maybe trying to make a play there. Dragon pushing the alley there, just desperate for something. They need something, and it won't be from Flusher. Draken, he's going to be heard. He will be annihilated as well, surely. And there it is. And it's a slow death, James. It's a slow and painful death. That's 16-8 for NaVi. They've done it. They've bested Fnatic 2-1 in this best of 3.
The end to a very stressful game of Counter-Strike for both sides, but indeed it is NaVi who pull away on the final map. Seems that Fnatic just didn't have anything left towards the end of this series, with more than one player unable to deliver on this occasion. So